Berlin. The mayor of a German town in the spotlight for its treatment of refugees has vowed to keep representing those who have fled here and those who have been here, after a citizen, angry with his open-door policies, plunged a knife into his neck. Andreas Hallstein, 54, mayor of the western German town of Altena, told a news conference on Tuesday that he had stopped at a kebab stand late Monday when he was approached by a drunken man who yelled, "You leave me to go thirsty and bring in refugees." The incident comes as Germany faces political turmoil after elections that resulted in 7 parties winning seats in parliament. Among them, for the first time, was the far-right Alternative for Germany, which campaigned on fears surrounding Chancellor Angela Merkel's decision in 2015 to open the country's borders to more than 1 million people seeking asylum. The man who attacked Mr. Hallstein wounded him in the neck before being wrestled to the ground by the owner of the kebab stand and his son, who together seized the foot-long knife. Prosecutors in Hagen said the suspect, who was not immediately identified other than as a resident of Altena, was under investigation over attempted murder. Under Mr. Hallstein's direction in 2015, Altena took in 102 more people than legally required by Germany's system to distribute asylum seekers evenly across the country. He also established a network that paired refugee families with sponsors in an effort to help the new arrivals, who now number about 450, to integrate. The program earned Mr. Hallstein's town of nearly 18,000 the country's first National Integration Prize, awarded by Ms. Merkel in May. The Chancellor said on Tuesday that she was horrified by the stabbing. Local politicians in German cities and towns bear the brunt of the most difficult parts of helping refugees to settle, including meeting their basic needs, organizing language classes and finding slots in schools for the children. Often, it also falls to mayors and city councilors to respond to residents' concerns and prejudices about the newcomers. Mr. Hallstein is not the first mayor to be targeted by Germans harboring anti-immigrant sentiments. Markus Nierth, 46, the mayor of Troglitz, in eastern Germany, quit in March 2015, saying that the local authorities had failed to block a demonstration by neo-Nazis outside his home. Several months later, Henriette Recker, an official in the western city of Cologne who was responsible for migrant affairs at the time, was stabbed by a man who said he wanted to send a signal about there being too many refugees. Last year, her attacker was convicted of attempted murder and sentenced to 14 years in prison. Ms. Recker recovered from her injuries and was elected mayor of Cologne. Mr. Hallstein said that a flood of hate mail and social media postings, as well as threats targeting him and his family, had become part of daily life as a local politician. Everyone who works for people, regardless of whether they are refugees or other people, is experiencing hate spread through social media and threats. I have had several in the past years, Mr. Hallstein said.